my tweet kind of went viral. It like when I found out everything was fine, like I wanted to delete the tweet. It was at like 30K already. I was like, oh my god, that's a lot of people to think I'm dying here. But I was just like, fuck it, leave it on as content. Fuck it, leave it on. I did my job. I quote retweeted it saying, my bad, nothing happened. Oh. Everyone was I worked so many people. That's crazy. Even Razor commented on it. I know. Do you think they'll give me a free mouse? Yeah. So let me explain what like made this all happen. Okay, because it is just really stupid. The whole fucking story is I did an oopsie. Basically, what happened, right, was I don't know. It was evening time, and I went to the mirror, to like brush my teeth, get ready for bed, and then all of a sudden I look into the mirror because I was doing my skincare, and I just saw this. Like, this is not exaggerated. My pupil on one side was and still kind of is this fucking big. And I just looked in the mirror and I was just like, oh, what the fuck? I called sleepy. I'm like, am I dying? What's going on? So as I'm like trying to like calm myself, because I think like I'm actually gonna fucking die, I was like, you know what? Might as well tweet about it. If I'm dying, I might as well get a laugh out of it, right? That kind of like happens whenever anything scary in my life happens or embarrassing. I tweet about it to make it funny and I can cope about it a little better. But it ended up actually being a doom send, cause when I read the comments and we were doing also our own research, everything that was said on the interwebs and all the Twitter doctors was, you're either okay or you're fucking dying. You're gonna have an aneurysm in the brain, you're having a stroke, bada. You need to go to the ER immediately. So I spend like the past hour, as we're finding more and more info out, I'm just crying. Like I just start to cry because I'm like, oh, my dad has like history of this shit too. I wasn't expecting it to happen to me when I was so young. It could be nothing, right? But it could be. It would make sense. And I have like horrible anxiety, like horrible. So whenever anything happens to me, I always assume the worst. I always assume I'm gonna die. Whenever I get on a plane, I fantasize about the flight just like crashing and burning, the engine turning off, and I'm like, finally, after all this doom scrolling in my head, it's happening. it's my time now. But yeah, so when this happened, I was like, fuck God, just crying a shitload. And I was kind of debating, like, what do I do? Like, it's 8 p.m. Like, most urgent cares are closed. My PCP is asleep. I could just go to bed and wake up tomorrow and call the doctor. Since, you know, like, technically, there could have been a big chance I wouldn't even have noticed this. It's only my eye. I have no other symptoms, and I don't really want to go to the ER because the ER to get a CT scan is gonna cost me like 5-6K. What if it's nothing? What if it's nothing? And it was like, fuck, man. It was that kind of battle in my head, and I was even typing on my Discord, which is why Sheena gifted me 50 subs, which, by the way, if I ended up going to the fucking ER because of 50 gifted subs, Sheena, that money ain't shit. That's not even 10% of what I would have spent at the ER. I will say I didn't end up going, So I did scam Sheena for 50 gifted anyway. But for that to convince me to go to the ER, that's like nothing. But still, thank you for letting me scam you with subs. Thank you. Minus 300 refund Sheena. Okay, if I ever do a subathon, the 50 gifted will go to the timer. I know that's what she wanted, okay? Love Sheena. Yeah, ER visit would have at least been 5K, because for this issue, it kind of indicates a stroke or a brain aneurysm, which would have required a CT scan. With health insurance, still would have been 5K. At least. But it was scary. Like, my eye was not reacting to light at all. This one, it was just permanent. I mean, the flash is on it, right? And it just would not react, while this one would shrink. So it was so scary. My mom, I woke her up when it was like 4 or 5 a.m. her time. I felt so fucking bad. I had the whole family worried, because my mom was like, I mean, yeah, it looks very scary, but I mean, ER, American healthcare. And then she ended up like messaging like family members who might have known like a thing. We're all asleep too. So as I was in the battle of like trying to figure out if I should go to the ER or just like sleep at night and figure it out in the morning, I ended up like seeing if there was an urgent care nearby that was 24/7, which there was. Kind of poggers, because urgent care would cost me like $50 to go. ER is fucking scam. Like, you really never want to go to the ER unless my limb is chopped off. Like, then you go. Unless I'm missing a finger, then we go. The ER is just buy money. You don't really want to go there unless it's your final option. So I was like looking, okay, maybe try urgent healthcare. Maybe at least they can see if I need to go ER or not. You know, a little middle step to see if that be okay. And as I was looking up urgent cares, we were like, I think I was 5 minutes away. 5 fucking minutes away from literally stepping out the door and being like, fuck it, let's go to the ER. But I was still kind of looking if urgent care would be any help to me. I just wanted another option, right? Another opinion that wasn't like online. So I looked up urgent care aniscoria, which is, I think, is it aniscoria? Anisocoria, which is when one eye is dilated and not responsive and the other eye is small. So as I look it up, I find this. So this is legit. My search is urgent care anisocoria. I was 5 minutes. We were already getting dressed, ready to go to the urgent care. Like, we're already fully dressed. And then I just like scroll past and I noticed this term, Qbrexza. And I was like, huh, that's familiar. Huh, that name. And then I fucking realized that when I was playing DDR, my hands, it was early that morning, by the way, my hands were fucking sweaty as fuck. I could not hold on to the bar or anything. And Sleepy has hyperhidrosis, which means his hands are dripping with sweat always. It's really uncomfortable. He might get surgery for it. It's bad. But it's a med that dries out like the sweat in my hands. You know? It's not mine, it's Sleepy's. But, you know, my hands were just bad for some reason. I have really like, not nearly to hyperhidrosis, but I have pretty sweaty hands too. So I was like, fuck it, I could just use it. It wouldn't be my first time using it. And yeah, I think when I used it, I forgot that I wasn't supposed to touch anything and wash my hands after 15 minutes. Oh yeah, so I put the Qbrexza on, and then I just forgot that I wasn't really supposed to touch anything and wash my hands after 15 minutes. I kind of just thought it was like an alcohol wipe, and I just went upon my day. So I probably touched my eye somewhere during that time, which blew my pupil out. And the only fucking reason I, by the way, remembered I used Qbrexza was because I scrolled upon this and I just saw it like fly by. Literally 5 minutes from spending 5,000 grand to find out it's absolutely nothing. Just Just because I saw this, I was saved. I would have been so mad. So I just started laughing. By the way, Sleepy, the whole time, he was like shitting himself. He was so worried. Like, he thought I was dying. He tried to like make me laugh because I was crying and shit. He was just mortified. He was like, oh, what do I do? So I just started laughing and I was just like, oh, Sleepy. I think I fucked up. I think I fucked up. And I showed him and he's like, what the fucking course it's the Qbrexza, bro. Have you read the fucking label? And he got really angry at me because I used his meds without really reading the safety of it all. And I was just like, I watched you use it so many times. I thought it was just like that. My bad. You know what? Lesson learned. Lesson fucking learned. But yeah, I looked up the time this would take to heal, by the way. It said a few days to a week. So it's still kind of bad, but it is responding to light now. I've just been seeing it a little blurry. Like, I don't know, it feels weird. Like, I feel fine with it. I can see fine with it, but I kind of feel that one pupil is bigger than the other. Like, I just slightly noticed the difference. But yeah, no, this was fucked. And I got so embarrassed. And by the way, this tweet had like 30 fucking K likes in an hour. When I found out, it was like fine. So I tweeted this. First of all, I replied to it and I was like, oh, maybe a reply wouldn't be seen as much. I'll quote retweet it. I should have replied to it after all, because I think 170K people think I died. Yeah. Oopsie. But this does look kind of crazy though, right? So if you want, I'm still in the beta phases of testing. I don't know if it's gonna kill me yet. But Qbrexza is kind of the goat if you want that cosmetic effect. But I could go blind. Dude, I had so many people worried, bro. But yeah, when that post was going crazy, like, I kind of wanted to stream, but my brain just wasn't built to do story time or explain anything. So I was putting it off. My bad, guys. My bad. It's Sleepy's fault for leaving medication around unattended. Yeah, it says keep away from children, man. Yeah, if that ever happens to you and it's not meds causing it, you are fucking dying. Go to the ER immediately. But thank God, I'm daijoubu desu.